Well, if there was an award for dumbest move to make as a company in the wargaming community in the last week of December, Green Stuff World have just won it for the second time. A creator known as DRN Paints on Instagram has claimed that Green Stuff World has stolen their artwork to use on their website. No, they have stolen artwork. This is the post that kind of explains what's going on. As you can see, there's 3 pictures of a bust, but from this bust is from Wargaming and it is sold on the Green Stuff World website. You can see we've got the original by DRN Paints, and then to the right of it, you've got the exact same model with a Green Stuff World background, and it says stolen by Green Stuff World with credits. I painted it, and then the one below it says removed my version from the Green Stuff World homepage, painted by the GSW team, and the caption says Green Stuff World is stealing and manipulating community paint jobs / art while stating protect your hobby. Recently, I painted the bust pictured above and I've entered it into a miniature monthly painting competition. Also, I made a post here on Instagram and published on Putty and Paint, which I believe is their own website, and this is the original image, as you can see here, and there's some slightly different angles that are available, and these have been uploaded by DRN Paints. However, in Green Stuff World's recent newsletter and homepage was a picture of my model with a changed background. Green Stuff World has not reached out to ask my consent. So the same day, which is Friday, I presume last week, I sent an email regarding the image, which is not official box art or painted for Green Stuff World. They answered they would take it down on Monday. However, they did not. They filtered the picture with other colors and removed my name on the homepage and said painted by Green Stuff World. So DRN is claiming that they've taken the same image and put filters on it and then removed credits and then said it's been painted by the Green Stuff World team. Whether that's this one they're talking about, I'm not so sure, but it does look very similar, but there are some differences, especially on the skin. So I wonder if there's another image that we don't have access to right now. But to all painters and influencers in our community, is this how the hobby is protected? To you who are sponsored by Green Stuff World, do you stand behind a company who steals paint jobs for their profit? I will clearly state that the Mindwork Games or Mindwork Studio, who actually make the bust, is not involved in the behavior of Green Stuff World. So quite a damning post from DRN Paints, and it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good for all Green Stuff World. As I said, so I believe this is either their website or their link to it. So this is DRN Paints uploaded their pictures on their website, and this was uploaded 3 weeks ago, as you can see. And then this is their Instagram. I only found this person today. They do not have enough followers on Instagram, so please go check them out. I'll leave a link in the description. They are insanely talented. So talented that Green Stuff World stole their model and put it on the website. And currently, now the image has been removed from Green Stuff World, kind of. This is the miniature, so it's Mindwork Games, the pilot. So this is the miniature in question, on sale, reduced price, all this. And as you can see, they've got the original image, which is like a 3D render, probably from the designer from Mindwork Games. And then they've got this image with the Green Stuff World logo in the background, but it's a black and white image. And if you look at the 2 images right next to each other, you can quite clearly tell that this one is just this one with the black and white filter. Which is absolutely mind-boggling. They would go, oh yeah, we'll steal some artwork. Oh, we've been called out. You know what we'll do? We'll just put a black and white filter on it. Absolutely stupendous moves by Green Stuff World. And the irony of Mindwork Games collectible bust limited edition. Stop piracy. Protect your hobby. Stop piracy. Let Green Stuff World do it. Don't do piracy unless we do it. The absolute irony of this being on the bottom of some stolen artwork with a grayscale over the top is absolutely surreal. Honestly surreal. But it's not the first time that Green Stuff World have done some shady stuff like attacking creators or just using creators or just causing problems for people. And in my opinion, probably one of the worst companies, like PR-wise, one of the worst companies out there in the wargaming community. Obviously, there was 2 years ago, there's this video by Sword and Steel, because they did a review of color shift paints by both Vallejo and Green Stuff World. And then they sent a copyright strike to them because this person, Sword and Steel, called Vallejo paints color shift, even though legally they weren't allowed because it was copyrighted by Green Stuff World. But obviously, this creator does not know anything about that and just reviewed some paints And Green Stuff World sent a copyright claim directly at them, attacked their channel, removed their ad revenue, and it was just absolutely crazy. Like, just for getting the name wrong, but this person isn't sponsored by Vallejo, wasn't sponsored by Green Stuff World at the time, wasn't sponsored by any company as far as I'm aware when they originally did the video, but they had their ad revenue removed by Green Stuff World just because they got the name wrong. Now, this was 2 years ago. This was in 2020, and they did go revoke the claim, but they did send the claim in the first place. But this is from the original official statement. I said on the 1st of January, so it was all happening in December 2020, so they've been laying low for 2 years. They decided to do it again. But this is to do with the Sword and Steel issue. It says, yesterday, as soon as we realised what had happened with Sword and Steel channel and the YouTube strike, we requested to be removed, and a few hours later, it was corrected. With this statement, we publicly apologise with Naomi for this serious misunderstanding, for having damaged her channel, and for having made her part of a legal dispute between companies that have nothing to do with her. The serious mistake on our part has been to clumsily act before informing ourselves properly about the correct protocol to deal with YouTube and what the possible consequences could arise due to our actions, and therefore we apologise. We are a small family business. This is my hobby and my life, and I'm very proud of what has been achieved after many years of hard work. For all this, I only hope that our entire trajectory is not judged due to a single human error that has been solved. Now, fair enough, yeah, they did solve it, but it was a really, really big, stupid F-up by Green Stuff World to send a copyright strike and attack a creator just because they got the name of a product wrong in a legal battle that was nothing to do with them. And now they've decided 2 years later to start stealing artwork from small creators as well. Absolutely crazy. And currently, like this post was 5 hours ago. It's just hit my radar. They've been radio silent currently on Twitter. They've not said anything. They've not tweeted for 7 hours. So it's like, you know, they've not replied to anything either. They've not liked any tweets or anything like that. Not since the 19th, so since yesterday. And Instagram as well. Radio silence. Last post was 7 hours ago. The same post on Twitter. Nothing addressing the situation, and no story addressing the situation either. So just a really big yikers, to be honest. A really big yikers company. But I've like, ever since the copyright strike, even though they corrected it, I've always been a bit like, they're a bit dodgy, that company. You know, they're a little bit, you know. And I know a lot of people use their stuff, and I'm really glad I don't, because I've never bought any of their products, and currently I won't. Because it seems to be, you know, a recurring theme. Lay low for a couple of years and then do something dumb and upset an influencer, content creator, or just someone who likes to post their really nicely painted models on Instagram. But crazy stuff. But what are your thoughts? Again, if there's an update from Green Stuff World, then I'll make sure that I make a video about it. But go and follow DRN Paints. They are clearly very, very talented. So talented that people are stealing their artwork. Stop piracy, protect your hobby, and let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'll catch you later. Bye.